Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we are bringing you Alabama High School baseball here on LivePlay Sports. Big Area 5 Class 7A matchup here this evening between the Thompson High School Warriors and the homestanding Tuscaloosa County High Wildcats. I am Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here on a beautiful afternoon in Northport, Alabama. Thompson enters today's game with an overall record of 12-13 on the year, 1-1 so far in area play on a one-game losing streak. And here is the starting lineup for the Warriors. The shortstop, Logan Braunschweig, will lead things off. The right fielder, Aaron Shoup, will bat second. Batting third is the second baseman, Cade Watts. Ben Pierman, the first baseman, will bat fourth. Batting fifth, the third baseman, is Trey Puckett. Batting sixth and pitching, Braxton Turnbow. Connor Gregory, the catcher, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is the designated hitter, Andrew Layton, and Drake McBride, the center fielder, will bat ninth. And they'll face on the mound for the Wildcats the senior righty, Connor White, in the field for the Wildcats. Keller is in left, Freeman in center, Shirley in right, Arundel at third base, Strickland at short, Landon at second, Cooley at first, and Glasgow is behind the plate. Thompson's head coach is Pat Hamrick, assistant coach Joseph Sparacino. Wildcats out going through their pregame routine. County High entering today's game with a record of 16-12 overall, 1-0 in area play. They are on a three-game win streak. Had a game scheduled at Brookwood on Saturday. Unfortunately, that game was rained out, so a three-game win streak for County High. Their head coach, Nick Richardson, assistant coach Brandon Presley, and the pitching coach is Hunter Gregory for County High. Logan Braunschweig steps to the plate, left-handed hitting. And here comes the first pitch. And it misses for ball one. We are underway. Second pitch is right in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Braunschweig. The 1-1. And that's a ground ball to third. Arundel moves over. The throw is going to be in time, and there's one down. We'll bring up another lefty in the lineup, the right fielder, Aaron Shoup. First pitch. Went too far around on the check swing for strike one. Shoup is a senior. Following up, Braunschweig, also a senior, so a lot of upperclassmen here in this matchup. That pitch hits the outside corner for a called strike, 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch, well high, 1-2. Wind will gust up at times. It's going from right to left across the field as that pitch misses outside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, that one is fouled off. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first, just underway between Tuscaloosa County High and Thompson High School. Area 5 matchup in Class 7A. Another 2-2 pitch is outside, and we're full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff is fouled off. Remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. White looks in. The payoff pitch is in the dirt for ball 4. So the first base run of the ball game belongs to the Warriors here in the top of the first via the walk. That will bring up the second baseman, Cade Watts. Watts is another senior for Coach Hamrick's team. White now from the stretch. First pitch to him is a fly ball to right. Underneath it and making the catch is Shirley, and there's 2 gone. That brings up the right-handed hitting Ben Pierman. Sophomore also does some pitching. First pitch, and that is a fly ball well hit to deep left center field, and that's going to go off the wall. Rounding third is Shoup, and he will come in to score, and that's an RBI double for Ben Pierman, and Thompson has an early 1-0 lead. Ball was just hammered to left center field in the gap. Hit up against the wall. And Thompson's on the board, 1-0 for the third baseman, Trey Puckett. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. Puckett, a senior. He also does some pitching. The 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike on Puckett. Let's go. Set up for a high one. The 1-1. That one's a ground ball to third. Takes a wicked hop over the third baseman, Arundel. And coming in to score is Pierman. An RBI single gives the Warriors a 2-0 lead. Arundel was in good position, but it had top spin and hit right on the dividing line between the grass and the dirt. Hopped up on him. It brings up the pitcher, Braxton Turnbow. First pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. Turnbow, a senior. I mentioned he will be the starting pitcher in today's game for the Warriors. Trying to help his own cause here. He's already been staked to a 2-0 lead. That one's outside, 1-1. RBI double by Ben Pierman, and an RBI single by Trey Puckett so far for the Warriors. That's a ground ball to first, backhanded. They'll throw to the pitcher covering. White has it, and that'll do it for the Warriors here in the top of the first inning. But Thompson gets 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We played a half inning. Thompson 2, Tuscaloosa County High coming to bat here on LivePlay Sports. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Thompson with a 2-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County High here on LivePlay Sports. Wildcats starting lineup. The second baseman, Landon Borden, leading things off. Catching is TJ Glasgow. The right fielder, Trenton Shirley, batting third. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Brian Cooley. Ben Arundel, the third baseman, batting fifth. Designated here, Brax Garrison will bat sixth. Left fielder, Will Keller, batting seventh. Joseph Freeman, the center fielder, batting eighth. And Hayden Strickland, the shortstop, batting ninth. And they're facing on the mound the right-handed senior, Braxton Turnbow. In the field for Thompson, Pilkington in left, Mcbride in center, Shoup in right, Puckett at third, Ronschwig is shortstop, Watts at second, Pierman at first, and Gregory behind the plate. So Landon Borden will lead things off. Right-handed hitting. Borden, a senior. As Turnbow forgot to take off his necklace before he headed out to pitch. So he'll hand that off. And now we'll get to play here in the bottom of the first. County High trying to dig themselves out of the 2-0 hole after Thompson scored 2 in the top of the first. First pitch. This is outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball drops too low, 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. That pitch is high again, 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. Over the middle, called strike. Pitch is ball 4. Gets away from the catcher. Borden will race down to first, but won't have an opportunity to go any further. But the Wildcats have the leadoff man on here in the first. Right-handed catcher TJ Glasgow steps in. First pitch misses outside for ball 1, and Turnbow having issues finding the strike zone here early. Let's go, senior. 1-0. Hits the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Blocked by Gregory behind the plate. Keeping Borden where he is. Count moves to 2-1. Pick-off attempt. Plenty of time back. The 2-1 pitch is popped foul. Back behind us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two turned on, but fouled off. Well hit, but well foul. The 2-2. That one is a ground ball to short. Ranging over, making the stop, and throwing over is Braunschweig. Gets the lead runner on the fielder's choice. Nice play by the Thompson shortstop. And there's one away. We'll have a pinch runner for the Wildcats on first, as Coleman Cooper heads out to run it first. Close bang bang play there, but the out is recorded. So with one out, a runner on first, Trenton Shirley steps in. Right-handed hitting. First pitch, high and tight for ball one. Shirley, a sophomore. Waves and misses with that one. 1-1. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Thompson. County High trying to answer back. 1-1 pitch. That one is popped up in foul ground, first base side, and it will hit up on top of the Thompson dugout. You can see there's a good amount of foul ground here. That one just got too far out of play for anyone defensively to make a play. 1-2 count now on Shirley. That's a fly ball to center. They're ranging over to make the catch is Mcbride, and there's two gone. That brings up the first baseman, Brian Cooley. Right-handed hitting senior Cooley. Steps in the first pitch. It's the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. That one is swung on and missed. Runner goes, and the throw goes into center field. And the ball pops out of the center fielder's glove, but not far enough for anyone to go further than third. So the pinch runner, Coleman Cooper, now stands on third base with a stolen base. Stolen base and an E2. That pitch is low and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Two is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll do it for the Wildcats here in the first inning. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. We played an inning. Thompson 2, Tuscaloosa County High 0. Here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the top of the second inning here on LivePlay Sports. Alabama High School Baseball. 7A Area 5 matchup. Thompson with a 2-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County High. Connor Gregory, the catcher, leading things off for the Warriors here in the second. Facing Connor White on the mound. The first pitch comes in high, almost hits him for ball one. That ball is lined to left, but a little bit too much air underneath it. Keller's there to make the catch. There's one down. And that brings up the designated hitter, Andrew Layton. First pitch is a little bit high for ball one on Layton. Fouled off. 0-2. No 2 pitch. Comes in high. Ball and 2 strikes. One out here in the top of the second. Thompson with a 2-0 lead. 1-2 pitch. Over the middle, but a bit high. Count moves to 2-2. That one's lined to short. Strickland's there to make the catch, and there's 2 gone. Hard hit ball, but right at Strickland from Layton, and there's 2 out. And that brings up the center fielder, Drake Mcbride. He's in the 9 hole. Let's see. Right there at Strickland. So Drake McBride steps in. First pitch. Hits the inside corner for a called strike. 1-2 now after the foul tips in the glove. Bride is a freshman, playing varsity. 0-2 is well high, 1-2. That one's in the dirt. It's popped foul back behind us. So as I look out the open door here in the press box, that landed about 20 feet to our right. Another 2-2. That one is well hit to deep right field. Ranging back, that is left field. Ranging back is Keller. He'll make the catch for out number 3, and it's allowed out for Thompson to retire the side. So White comes out and gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 Thompson here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the bottom of the second inning here on LivePlay Sports. Alabama High School baseball. Tuscaloosa County High trails Thompson 2-0, but due up for the Wildcats here in the second. 5, 6, 7. Arendelle, Garrison, and Keller against Braxton Turnbow on the mound for the Warriors. Ben Arendelle, the third baseman, will lead things off, right-handed hitting. First pitch. It's a bit high for ball one. Arendelle, a sophomore, lifts this one in foul ground. 1-1 the count. That pitch in there for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes on Arendelle. One-two pitch is spoiled foul. Do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That one is lifted to shallow right. And calling everyone off, making the catch is Watts. We're out number 1. Designated hitter, Brax Garrison now steps in. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Garrison, a sophomore, right-handed hitting. Swings over the top of a breaking ball. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch stays too high. Now moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball well hit out to left, but moving over and making the catch is Pilkington, and there's 2 gone. Left fielder Will Keller will step in now. Left-handed hitting sophomore steps in. The first pitch high for ball 1. A really good crowd here at County High. Enjoying the beautiful weather, enjoying a good game so far. That's the ball. County High riding a 3-game win streak coming into this ball game. Swing and a miss. That one's sliced foul, and it will get out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Thompson with a 2-0 lead. The 2-2 is through both the catcher and the umpire's 5-hole. The count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch is grounded to first. It's a bad hop. Pops up, hits Pierman in the chest, and gets away. So Keller is on. Second time this infield has caused there's been a bad hop on the infield. I wouldn't say the infield caused it. It was just a bad hop. So Keller is on. And Joseph Freeman steps in. First pitch is a called strike. Fastball at the knees. And the right-handed hitting center fielder. No play on the pickoff. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. Freeman, a senior on this Wildcats team. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. And that'll do it for the Wildcats here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We played 2. Thompson leads at 2-0 here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the top of the third inning. Thompson with a 2-0 lead over County High. And here comes the first pitch to Logan Braunschwig. And it's low for ball 1. Shortstop Braunschwig is 0 for 1 with a ground out. And the pitch is outside, 2-0. Thompson plated 2 in the first inning. 2-0 is low, 3 balls and no strikes. An RBI double by Ben Pierman and an RBI single by Trey Puckett, giving the Warriors a 2-0 lead, and the top of the order is due up here in the third. That pitch misses inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Braunschwig. Next up, Aaron Shoup. He walked his first time up and came around to score. Pickoff play. Not close. 2-0, squared around a bunt, puts it down. Nice drag bunt down the first base line. And there'll be no play. Just an absolutely perfectly placed bunt by Shoup. Puts runners on first and second with nobody out. White's only hope there was for it to roll foul, but it stayed in fair ground. Thompson playing a little small ball here, putting runners on first and second with nobody out for Cade Watts. Looks like he may bunt, and they'll consider throwing to second, but Watts was his 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. Again, squaring around to bunt. Pulls it back. Takes it low. 1-0. Cooley charging in with the bunt. Squared around, but he pulls it back. It's low and inside. 2-0. Swinging away this time and pops it up in foul ground. Glasgow will take a look at it, but it will get out of play, hitting up in the dugout. So the favorable count, Watts pulled back the bunt, decided to swing away. So both Glasgow and Cooley gave it a look there, but would have been right on where the ground rule calls it foul. Chess game going on between the pitcher and the runner now. Braunschweig is on second, Shoup on first, nobody out. Here in the top of the third, Thompson trying to add to their 2-0 lead. The bunt is laid down. White has it and will throw to third and will throw it high and throw it away. And it gets out of play. Umpires have called it a dead ball. It went out of play where the rain tarp is stored. Well, the umpire's trying to work out where everyone should be standing. And they're going to bring the trail runner Shoup back out and put him on third. So one run comes in to score, and Thompson leads at 3-0. So Shoup stands on third, Watts stands on second. After the fielder's choice, the error allows the runner to score. So second and third, still nobody out for Ben Pierman. 3-0 Thompson looking for more. First pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one at the breaking ball. Pierman got the scoring started for Thompson in the first inning. An RBI double in the left center field gap. Pitch. Nice pitch on the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. is fouled off. Barely got a piece of that curveball on the end of the bat. Stays alive at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the third. Thompson leading at 3-0 with runners on second and third. 1 run already in this inning. Timeout called. The 0-2. Grounded foul. Count remains 0-2. The infield is playing in for County High. We don't want to get the Warriors get too far out in front. Clean up here, Perlman. Another 0-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Connor White. Came at a big time. Trey Puckett steps in now, right-handed hitting. He is 1 for 1, had an RBI single back in the first inning. Infield still playing in for the Wildcats. The first pitch drops too low. No pitch. That one is a fly ball to deep right field, ranging back and making the catch. Backpedaling is Shirley. Tagging up and coming in to score is Shoup. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly RBI for Puckett, his second RBI of the game, and Thompson leads it 4-0. Both runners did tag up. Watts moved to third. Runner on third, 2 out. And the pitcher, Braxton Turnbow, will look to help his own cause here. The first pitch is in the dirt, and he gets all the way to the backstop. And coming in to score on the wild pitch is Watts. And it is 5-0 Thompson. Three runs scored for Thompson this half inning and only 1 RBI. The 1-0 pitch to Turnbow, and that one is popped up. Foul ground now, first base side, and making the catch in foul ground is Cooley to retire the side, but not before Thompson gets 3 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and no runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the third. It's Thompson 5, Tuscaloosa County High 0 here on LivePlay Sports. Thompson scores 3 in the top of the third. We move to the bottom of the third inning. The Warriors with a 5-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County High. 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats. Here in the home half of the third, leading things off is the shortstop, Hayden Strickland, getting his first at-bat of the ball game. Right-handed hitting. First pitch, low and away for ball 1. Strickland, a sophomore, takes that pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that pitch a bit high. Touch outside, 2-1. That one's fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned County High coming off of a 3-game win streak in non-region play. Got wins over Sipsey Valley and Brookwood. 2-2. Hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Braxton Turnbow. Back to the top of the order. And Landon Borden. Landon walked his first time up. First pitch. Fouled off. Strike 1. On Friday the 2nd, County High beat Sipsey Valley 11-4 and beat Brookwood 7-6 on Saturday the 3rd. Tuesday the 6th in region play. That one is a ground ball to third underneath the third baseman's glove. Braunschweig backhanded it but had no play. So an infield single for Borden. It's a runner on for the Wildcats. That'll bring up the catcher, TJ Glasgow. He was 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. But in region play, County High traveled up to Hoover on the 6th of April and got a big 3-2 victory. Their game at Brookwood on Saturday was rained out. First pitch. Fastball in the inside corner, called strike. Next up for County High. On Thursday, they'll travel to Alabaster to take on Thompson. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. And they'll host Sipsey Valley. And the pair matchups with Oak Mountain will wrap up the regular season. Fly ball into right field. Ranging over, making the catch in fair ground is Shoup. He gets it in. No one can go anywhere. There's 2 out. Thompson split a pair of matchups with Oak Mountain last week, home and away. They won at Oak Mountain 8-2, but then lost at home 6-1. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. And home to to County High on Thursday. Saturday, they host Hillcrest. And there for a strike, 0-2. And they host Sylacauga on the 17th as well, so that's a doubleheader with Hillcrest and Sylacauga. And then a pair of matchups with Hoover to wrap up the regular season in the area. That one is swung on and missed. The ball gets away from the catcher. It's going to be a close play at first. The throw will not be in time. Got just a little bit too far away from Gregory for him to be able to make the stop and the throw. So the inning stays alive. On the strikeout wild pitch. Borden is on second, Shirley on first now, and Brian Cooley stepping to the plate. County High looking to take advantage of the extra life. First pitch fouled back for strike one. Cooley struck out his first time up. 5-0 Thompson. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The 1 pitch is in the dirt. Gets away, but not far enough. Can't lose 1-1. One pitch. Got a piece with the end of the bat. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Just misses a little bit high. Turnbow shading his eyes from the sun, setting to our left, or to our right, excuse me. First base side. That pitch is low, and the count is now full at 3-2. Payoff pitch inside, and that hits him. So Cooley is on first, Shirley on second, Borden on third. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. And Ben Arundel stepping to the plate. Arundel popped out his first time up. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound. As again, to go through this inning, Strickland struck out looking. Borden with a single. Glasgow flew out to right. And then Trenton Shirley struck out, but the ball got away from Gregory behind the plate on a wild pitch. Shirley beat it out, putting runners on first and second, and then hit by pitch to Cooley. Have loaded the bases with 2 outs. Looks like there. Won't be a change on the mound. There's Pat Hamrick sticking with Turnbow. Try to get out of this jam here. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Thompson leads at 5-0, but County High can change the game in a hurry right here with Ben Arundel stepping to the plate. 5-hole hitter. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a touch outside. Gregory tried to frame it, but too far out. 2-1. That one is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Arundel. Thompson took advantage of a couple of Wildcat miscues in the top of the inning. County High trying to return the favor right here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a nasty breaking ball. Gets Arendelle, and that'll do it for the Wildcats here in the 3rd. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 3 runners left on base. We play 3. Thompson 5, Tuscaloosa County nothing. Here on Live Play Sports. Tom Canterbury here. This is Live Play Sports. We head to the top of the 4th inning. 5-0 Thompson. First pitch. It's a called strike on Connor Gregory. Bottom of the order due up, 7, 8, 9. There's a new pitcher for Tuscaloosa County High. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the new pitcher is Brian Cooley, who moves over from first base. Beautiful evening here in Northport. 81 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Lights are on. The 1-1. This is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brax Garrison, designated hitter, now your first baseman for the Wildcats. That ball is in the dirt. Gets away. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 from the righty is swung on and missed. Actually foul tipped in the glove, and the count is now full, 3-2. Payoff is grounded to third on 2 hops, backing up, making the stop. The long throw is in time from Arendelle. to get the out. And there's one down. And that's going to warrant a discussion from Pat Hamrick to the first base umpire. It was a very close play. Arendelle backed up on it. Came out of his glove momentarily, so he had to hurry the throw. Look over and think it's the right call. Bang, bang play goes County High's way. There's one down. Good job by the first base umpire not to anticipate it. Andrew Layton steps in. The first pitch is low for ball one. Layton lined out his first time up. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Thompson leads at 5-0. That ball is fouled off. 1-1. One pitch. Hits the outside corner. Ball and 2 strikes. I don't think Layton agreed. He doesn't get a vote. That's in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. First strike out of the ball game by by Brian Cooley. First pitch misses low and away to Drake Mcbride with 2 out. Two of the count now on Mcbride. Now on the 9-0 hitter Mcbride, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out. And a 4-pitch walk issued to Mcbride. Line for Connor White. He went 3 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Top of the order for Logan Braunschweig. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back. It's a called strike, taking off, and safe on the stolen base is Mcbride. Thompson now with a runner on second and 2 outs. First stolen base of the ball game for the Warriors. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson with 2 runs in the first inning, 3 runs in the third for their 5 so far. 1-1. It's a high chopper back to the pitcher. Cooley has it. The throw's in time, and that'll do it for Thompson here in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the home half of the 4th. Thompson holds on to a 5-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County High here on LivePlay Sports.
Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. The east and the west are mine. The north and the south are mine. All seems beautiful to me.
We head to the home half of the 4th. Thompson with a 5-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County. Due up for the Wildcats here in the 4th. Garrison, Keller, and Freeman, 6, 7, 8. Braxton Turnbow back out on the mound for Thompson. The first pitch is a fly ball to left. Underneath it and making the catch is Pilkington, and there's 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out for County High. Good swing, but got underneath it. So the 1 out. Will Keller will step in. Keller has 1 of the 2 hits for the Wildcats so far today. He singled back in the 2nd. First pitch, high for ball 1. This is an area game for these teams. Class 7A, Area 5. It's a foul ball. 1-1. Two teams will play again on Thursday up in Alabaster. 1-1 pitch, squaring around to bunt, but bunting it foul. 1-2, tried to catch the Warrior defense napping there. But couldn't get it down, so the count moves to 1-2. Turnbow looks in. Yep, now the time called. Everybody will reset. Took a little bit too long. 1-2 pitch. Comes in high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turnbow frustrated with himself on that one. 2-2 from the windup. It's fouled off. It will head out of play. Back behind the Wildcat dugout. Another 2-2 on its way. And the dirt bounces away. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Grounded foul. payoff pitch on its way, and another foul ball. Quite a battle here. That pitch is too far outside for ball 4, and Keller on base for the second time today. He's now singled and walked. Wildcats trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 4th, down 5-0. And that brings up the center fielder, Joseph Freeman. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Trying to atone for leaving a runner on base to end the second inning. First pitch is a bit inside, ball 1. That bunts down the third base line, and the throw will not be in time from Puckett. And a nicely placed bunt down the third base line. An infield single puts runners now on first and second for County High. Puckett probably would have been better served just to eat that one. I didn't think there was any chance you were going to be able to throw out Keller. A little bit closer than I thought, but he did beat it out. Or Freeman, excuse me, beat it out. So runners on first and second with 1 out. Hayden Strickland, 9-hole hitter, takes one low for ball 1. Strickland's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Wildcats have had their chances. They left them loaded last inning. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Trying to cut into the 5-0 Thompson lead. That ball is a one-hopper, and it will be touched foul down third baseline by Puckett. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Gregory. But now Strickland heading the count, 2-1. 1 out, but the bottom of the order trying to turn things over. 2-1. Comes in high, and the count moves to 3-1. Timeout called as Gregory will go out to talk with Turnbow. So far in the inning, County High, after Garrison flew out to start off the inning, Keller drew a walk. Freeman laid down a bunt down the third base line. Beat it out for an infield hit. So runners now on first and second. 1 out. Strickland way ahead in the count at 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is low and outside for ball 4. For the second straight inning, County High has the bases loaded. This time they do it with just 1 out. Back to the top of the order, Landon Borden. And this will warrant another trip to the mound. As they get to the top of the order, and the third time around for Landon Borden, who's reached base both his plate appearances. He walked in the first inning, singled in the third. like they're going to stick with Turnbow. They still have the 5-0 lead, but County High trying to take advantage of the momentum here. Wildcats have left 5 runners on base through the first 3 innings, so looking to avoid that here. And a big RBI opportunity for Landon Borden. Singled his last time up. 3rd time seeing Turnbow. First pitch. It's in the dirt. Kicks away from Gregory, but not near far enough for anyone to go anywhere. Count moves to 1-0 though. The 1-0 pitch. That is a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul. The 1-2 pitch. Comes in too high. Moves to 2-2. Set-up pitch there. May come back down low and in on this one. The 2-2. Well, it stays outside. They'll throw, or fake the throw down to third. So now, count is full, bases are loaded. Payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. And that'll be an RBI walk for Borden. Bringing home Keller. And the Wildcats are on the board. It's 5-1. And the tying run coming to the plate. TJ Glasgow. 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a fly out so far. First pitch. Right in there for a called strike. The 0-1 is fouled off. Glasgow in the 0-2 hole now. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And after the RBI walk, Turnbow comes right back to strike out Glasgow in 3 straight pitches. So 2 outs, bases still loaded. Trenton Shirley steps up. Shirley 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped in the glove for strike 1. Shirley reached base on a drop 3rd strike, extending that 3rd inning. Wildcats couldn't score then. They scored 1, but looking for more here. That pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-1 Thompson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats had the bases loaded. The 1-1. High. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Inside again, 3-1. Bonchwig comes in from short to have a quick word with Turnbow. The 3-1. Pop to shallow right. Coming in and making the catch is Shoup for out number 3 to retire the side. Tuscaloosa County gets on the board here in the 4th inning. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and for the second straight inning, County High leads the bases loaded. We played 4, Thompson 5, Tuscaloosa County 1 here on LivePlay Sports. This is Alabama High School Baseball on LivePlay Sports. Tom Canterbury with you. Thompson with a 5-0 lead over Tuscaloosa County. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Warriors leading the Wildcats 5-1. The first pitch to Aaron Shoup is right in there for a called strike. Thrown from Brian Cooley in his 2nd inning of work for Tuscaloosa County. Shoup is 1 for 1. He's walked, he's singled, and he scored twice. Swings and misses that one, 0-2. Top 4 of the order have been the scoring batters. That one's a ground ball. The stop made by Strickland. The throw's in time, and there's one down. So Shoup is retired for the first time here this evening. Now we'll bring up Cade Watts. Watts is 0 for 2. The fly out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd. And that one's a line to left. That's down for a base hit. So a single for Watts. Puts a runner on here with 1 out. Ben Pearman steps in. Pearman had an RBI double and scored in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd. Pick off, back easily. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away momentarily, but back in plenty of time. 0-1. again, 0-1. Top of the fifth, 5-1 Thompson. One out with a runner on first. The 0-1 comes in a bit low, 1-1. County Eye does seem rather concerned about Watts over on first. The 1-1. That one's line, that's down for a base hit down the left field line. Watts will round second and head to third. And heading to second is Pierman. So the Wildcats in another jam here as Thompson has runners on second and third with one out. Trey Puckett steps in now. Puckett's got a couple RBIs already today. First pitch fouled off for strike one. Puckett had the RBI single in the first and sacrifice fly in the third. One curveball, but stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Too far outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Foul tipped in the glove for strike 3. Big second strikeout this inning, or second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game by Cooley, and there's 2 outs. Runners on second and third, and Braxton Turnbow steps in. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a foul out. Another opportunity to help his own cause here. There's 1 runner left on base on the day, does Turnbow. And the first pitch, low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch comes in too low, 2-0. The 2-0. That's a called strike on the inside corner at the knees. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. This is outside. The count moves to 3-1. First base is open with Connor Gregory, the catcher, on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Inside for ball 4. That does load the bases. He's the bottom 4 in the order for Thompson. 0 for 7 with 2 walks so far here in the game. Connor Gregory will step in now. He is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Warriors trying to add to the 5-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 0-1 is a ground ball, but it will go foul down third base line. Nice job of evasion there by Watts down third base line to avoid getting hit. Cooley now way ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, and that one is lined to right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one. The throw gets away from Glasgow behind the plate. Taking second on the throw is Gregory. And that's a 2 RBI single for the catcher. And it is 7-1 Thompson. Watt scored easily. Pierman drew a throw. Turnbow stands on third. Gregory on second. And Andrew Layton steps in, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 2. The line out and a strikeout. First pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. (7-1) Thompson now. The 1-0 pitch. Low, 2 balls, no strikes. And Glasgow comes out to talk with Cooley. In the defensive alignment for the Wildcats, Keller out in left, Freeman at center, Shirley in right, Arundel at third, Strickland at short, Landon at second, Garrison at first, and Glasgow behind the plate. Thompson with 2 in the first, 3 in the third, and 2 so far here in the 5th. The 2-0 pitch. Right in there for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. Fouled back. Counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. His foul tipped. Glasgow said he caught it. Home plate umpire is going to go ask for some help. Could not tell if Glasgow caught it on the without it hitting the ground or not. He says yes. Catch was made, so that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. Not before Thompson gets 2 more runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-1 Thompson here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Thompson with a 7-1 lead over Tuscaloosa County High. Brian Cooley will lead things off for the Wildcats. He takes the first pitch high for ball 1 from Braxton Turnbow. Out for his 5th inning of work for the Warriors. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Turnbow has been living on the edge the last couple of innings. County High has loaded the bases twice, but has only allowed 1 run. The 1-1 pitch. High and tight, 2-1. Overall, in 4 innings, County High has left 8 runners on. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. 2-2. Cooley is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. That's a ground ball, and that's going to be through into left field for a base hit. So the Wildcats with a runner on to start things off here in the 5th inning. It's the 2nd time in the ball game that County High has had the leadoff man on. And for the Wildcats, pinch running is Jacob Zark on first base. And Ben Arundel at the plate. First pitch right in there for a called strike, 0-1. Arundel's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. That one's fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll throw down to first, but Zark is back in time. But there's one down. Brings up Brax Garrison. Started off as a designated hitter. He's now the first baseman. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to left. Look to drive one here. First pitch. Right in there for a called strike. Home plate umpire was hearing some chirping from the County High dugout. Wants that to quit. The 0-1 pitch. And that's a chopper foul down the third base line. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, actually, time was called before the throw. Zach is on second now. Zark, excuse me, is on second. And that is going to be allowed. So the umpires rotate over. There was not a pitch thrown there. Balk may have been called, actually. The pitch. Swung on and missed. For strike 3. And that's the second straight strikeout thrown by Turnbow. There's 2 gone, and Will Keller will step in. Seven strikeouts on the day for the senior for the Warriors. Will Keller steps in. 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch. Low and outside for ball 1. Keller singled in the second, walked and scored in the fourth. Fortunately for County High, the only run in the game as they trail 7-1. The 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0. Beautiful days turn into a beautiful evening here in Northport. 2-0 pitch. Is over the plate for a called strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Went too far around on the check swing. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And that one's a ground ball to second. Gloved by Watts. He'll throw to first, and that'll do it for County High here in the 5th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner. Left on base, we played 5. Thompson leads at 7-1 here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Thompson with a 7-1 lead over Tuscaloosa County High. Mcbride, Braunschweig, and Shute due up 9-1-2 against a new pitcher for County High. It's Noah Altman, the righty. The first pitch from the sidearm is outside for ball 1. Altman, a junior, replacing Brian Cooley on the mound, who moves back to first base. That pitch is outside again. 2 balls and no strikes. Cooley went 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts in relief of Connor White, who went the first 3 innings of the ball game. 2-0 pitch, misses outside. 3-0. Drake Mcbride, the 9-hole hitter for Thompson. 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk. And that pitch is well outside for ball 4. Back to the top of the order now. Logan Braunschweig. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch hits the outside corner for a called strike. Bride dives back. Bride does have a stolen base today. The 0-1. That's a high chopper, but it's foul down the third baseline. No balls and 2 strikes. This is a region game. As mentioned, these 2 teams will play again on Thursday at Thompson. The 0-2. This is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson entered the game 1-1 in region play. County High at 1-0. Region with Hoover and Oak Mountain. Class 7A. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a touch inside, maybe a little bit high. 2-2. First time the sidearm pitcher has come inside on either side of the plate. 2-2 is low, and the count's now full at 3-2. Payoff pitch, low and away for ball 4 with the runner going. So back-to-back walks. Put runners on first and second with nobody out for Aaron Shoup, who's 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a ground out, and he scored 2 runs. TJ Glasgow will go out to talk with Noah Altman.
Okay, I switched out with Jose.
Now,
Oh,
Hunter Gregory's going to go out to talk with him as well.
I switched out with Jose. Jose's going back to the truck.
Connor White got the start for the Wildcats, went 3 innings.
Are you guys
He had 3 hits and 5 runs. Brian Cooley came in relief, went 2 innings, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs. And Noah Altman has come in from the bullpen and has issued 2 straight walks, and his day is over. Allman did not record an out. And we'll have a new pitcher. It's Hayden Strickland coming over from shortstop. Colin McDaniel went out to right field. I believe Shirley came in to play short. So mass changes for the Wildcats here in the 6th inning. As County High trails at 7-1. Strickland, the 4th pitcher of the ball game. Sophomore coming in. Let's try to keep the Warriors where they are. It's already a tall task, down 6. So Drake Mcbride is on second. Logan Braunschwig is on first. And Aaron Shipp will step to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day with a single and 2 runs scored. The first pitch comes in, and pulling back the bunt comes in too far inside for ball 1. Pitch is bunted, but bunted foul. 1-1. Squared around the bunt, then they look back to second. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooley charging in from first. Watch out. Shoot to pull it back. He does pull back the bunt, but it comes in low, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is bunted at and missed. Count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, fouled off, stays live at 2-2. The 2-2 is grounded, and it will be backhand, no, excuse me, gets through to deep second. No play to be made, so It's an infield single for Shoup. And the bases are loaded with nobody out for Thompson. Mcbride on third. Braunschweig on second. Shoup on first. For Cade Watts. Watts 1 for 3. The fly out in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the third. And singled and scored in the fifth. First pitch. Grounded just foul down the third base line. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, foul back. 0-2. The 0-2. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game by Strickland. And there's one down. Ben Pearman up next. 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles on the day, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. He did strike out in the third. Strickland trying to make that happen once again here with the bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Thompson's left 4 runners on base today. County High trying to add 3 more to that as that one comes in high, 2-0. That pitch is well high. 3-0. Nowhere to put Pearman. Bases loaded, 1 out. Got the battle back, down 3-0 in the count. Pitch is outside for ball 4, and that's going to be an RBI walk for Pearman. It's 8-1 Thompson. Now Trey Puckett comes up. Puckett 1 for 2. The single, a sacrifice fly, and a strikeout. 2 RBIs on the day for the Warriors' third baseman. He swings and misses at strike 1. Pitch, swung on and missed at the breaking ball outside, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight breaking balls. Gets Puckett. There's 2 gone. I'll bring up the pitcher, Braxton Turnbow, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch. And breaking balls in the dirt. 0-1. Excuse me, 1-0. That one's lined and caught. And that'll do it for the Warriors here in the 6th inning. So they get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Now 8-1 Thompson here on LivePlay Sports. We move to the home half of the 6th inning. Thompson with an 8-1 lead over Tuscaloosa County. Due up for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 6th. Freeman, Strickland, and Borden. 8-9-1. Joseph Freeman will lead things off. The first pitch is high for ball 1, and he's facing a new pitcher for Thompson. As coming in relief of Braxton Turnbow is Trey Puckett, the righty. That pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Puckett moves over from third base. So Puckett now pitching. Pearman moves from first to third, and Turnbow moves over to first base. That pitch misses. 3 balls and no strikes on Freeman, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Turnbow, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. Freeman is issued a free pass on 4 straight pitches from Puckett. As Hayden Strickland steps to the plate now with a runner on first. Nobody out in the 6th inning. 8-1 Thompson. First pitch outside for ball 1. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Puckett. I would say out of the bullpen, but he's from third base, so elsewhere on the field. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1-1. 2-1 pitch. Breaks over the inside corner. Nasty movement on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strickland disagreed. And he doesn't get a vote in the situation. 1-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful afternoons turn into a beautiful evening here in Northport. 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No wind to speak of. The flag in right center field next to the scoreboard. Not moving at all. One, 2. A little outside, 2-2. Strickland 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Freeman there with a hesitation steal, but didn't go all the way. Another 2-2. That's another foul ball. This bucket keeps going back to that breaking ball. Looks like it's about to come in to hit Strickland, and then it darts back across the plate. See if he goes back to it here. 2-2. That one's a fastball, and that's a fly ball to shallow left. The shortstop heads back, and Braunschweig makes the catch. About 5-6 steps out onto the grass. And there's 1 out. One out, back to the top of the order, Landon Borden. Borden's 1 for 1. The single, a couple of walks, and an RBI. The only RBI of the game for the Wildcats so far. So they trail 8-1. First pitch. Inside, almost hits him. And then almost makes it across the plate. But it is a ball. One 0 pitch. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is high. They'll throw back down to first, but diving back in time is Freeman. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch is a bit low, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is a called strike. Hit the inside corner, and the count is now full at 3-2. Borden thought he had drawn the walk, threw the bat away. Now has to get it back, sets back in. Payoff pitch. That one's low for ball 4. Now runners are on first and second with 1 out. TJ Glasgow steps in. Catcher's 0 for 3. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first. Fly out in the third and a strikeout in the fourth. First and second, one out. This righty-righty matchup. Bucket with that breaking ball that comes in. Looks like it's going to hit you and then darts across the plate. See if he utilizes it here, the first pitch. Just a straight fastball for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch comes in high, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Outside and low, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. This is low, 3-1. Wildcats need base runners and lots of them. Warrior leads at 8. Excuse me, the Warriors lead it 8-1. 3-1 pitch is fouled off. And the count is now full at 3-2. First of a home and home with these two teams in area play. They'll play at Thompson on Thursday. And ball is again fouled off. Runners were going with that one. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Another 3-2. Another foul ball. Right hand side, it'll get out of play. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch. Runners go. And that one is hit hard, and it is off the wall. Ball gets in, and taking second, the ball gets away. Now coming in to score are both runners. Glasgow heads to third. And Tuscaloosa County High adds a pair of runs. It's now 8-3. A 2 RBI double for Glasgow. He moves to third on the throwing error. Freeman and Borden come in to score. And Trenton Shirley steps to the plate. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Still just 1 out here in the 6th. As County High tries to scratch and claw their way back into this one. That one's fouled off, 1-1. One pitch. Nice pitch, drops in for a strike. 1-2. 1-2. Ooh, that one gets away from Puckett. Hit Shirley in the back. Runners now on the corners. That'll warrant a trip to the mound as Puckett trying to utilize that breaking ball. He lost it. So now runners on first and third with one out. And Brian Cooley stepping to the plate. Cooley is 1 for 2. Struck out in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third, and singled in the fifth. Another RBI opportunity for him as runners are on the corners with one out. 8-3 here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch. Called strike on the outside edge. The 0-1. There's the breaking ball thrown more effectively. Or called strike 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. That foul ball took out a light. The 0-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to short. They'll throw to second for one, and the double play is not turned as the ball gets away. And heading to second is Cooley. So, unable to turn to double play, allowing a runner to score. And it's now 8-4. Shirley is retired, 6-4. The throw from Watts gets away from Turnbow. So runner now on second with two outs. And Ben Arundel takes the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Arundel is 0 for 3. Pop out and a couple of strikeouts. The 0-1. This is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You can't assume the double play, but because the throw allowed Cooley reach second, there'll be an error there. So a couple errors in the inning for Thompson that County High is taking advantage of. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2. Three runs in, though, here in the sixth. As County High fighting their way back into the game. The 1-2. Ooh, a little bit high. 2-2 now, as Arundel might have got away with one there. 2-2 pitch. That one is outside, and the count is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Inside for ball 4. County High puts runners now on first and second with 2 outs for Brax Garrison. Actually, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. His hitting is Colin McDaniel, who did come in to play defense last inning in right field. He's quickly down 0-1 in the count. First at bat of the ball game for McDaniel. The 0-1. Breaking ball hits the outside corner for a called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch is high. 1-2. Cooley on second, Arundel on first. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll do it for a County High here in the 6th. But the Wildcats get 3 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 Thompson errors and 2 runners left on base. We move to the top of the 7th inning. Thompson leads it now 8-4 here on LivePlay Sports. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The first pitch is a fly ball to right. Off the bat of Connor Gregory. It's caught by McDaniel, and there's 1 down. Thompson with an 8-4 lead over Tuscaloosa County High. Bottom of the order due up for the Warriors here. 7-8-9. Andrew Layton will step in now. The 8-hole hitter. The DH is 0 for 3 with a line out and a couple of strikeouts. It's Hayden Strickland, the 4th pitcher of the ball game for Tuscaloosa County High. First pitch is a called strike. Final line for Noah Altman. That curveball drops in for a strike. 0-2. Altman did not record an out. Gave up 1 run on 2 walks. The 0-2 pitch comes in a bit too high. 1-2. The 1-2 Swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 quick outs for the Warriors here in the top half of the 7th. We will see a new batter for Thompson. It's Tucker Arrington getting that bat here, and the first pitch to him is a ground ball, and it is fair down the right field line, and he will head to second with a stand-up double. Tucker Arrington. It was a heck of an effort by Cooley there at first base, but he couldn't come up with it. So the double will bring back up the top of the order now for Thompson. Logan Braunschweig 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored. Yes. Strickland asked for a new baseball. After getting 2 quick outs. The pinch hit double by Tucker Arrington. Puts a runner on second. And here comes the first pitch. Outside for ball 1 on Braunschweig. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. County High scores 3 in the bottom of the 6th to pull themselves within striking distance, but will need to get out of this inning. 3-1 is a ground ball to first. Cooley knocks it down and wins the race as Braunschweig tried to slide in safely, but Cooley wins it, and that'll do it for Thompson here in the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 7th. The last chance for Tuscaloosa County High. It's 8-4 Warriors here on LivePlay Sports. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for Tuscaloosa County High. It's 8-4 Thompson. 7-8-9 due up for the Wildcats. Will Keller will lead things off against the third pitcher of the game for Thompson, Ben Pierman. First pitch is a called strike. 0-1 from the righty. Pierman replaces Trey Puckett, who went last inning. That pitch is another strike, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Low, 3-2. Line for Puckett as he went an inning, giving up 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 walks, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. Called strike 3. There's 1 down. That brings up Joseph Freeman, center fielder. 1 for 2. A strikeout, a single, a walk, and a run scored. First pitch. Called strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The vehicle on the hill, please start your headlights off. Thank you.
Now the 2-2 pitch is grounded fouls. Freeman went down and got a piece of that one. Staying alive at 2-2. The 2-2. That ball is skied to center, but underneath it and making the catch is Mcbride for out number 2, and the Wildcats are down to their final out. Hayden Strickland will step to the plate, try to keep the game going. Strickland is 0 for 2. Strikeout, a pop out, and a walk. Wildcats trail at 8-4. First pitch. That ball is lifted to right field, and ranging over, making the catch in the gap is Shoup for out number 3. And that will do it. Your final score: Thompson 8, Tuscaloosa County High 4. Here in the 7th inning, no runs, no hits, and no errors for County High. with the win. Thompson improves to 13-13 overall, 2-1 in the area. With the loss, County High falls to 16-13, 1-1 in 7A Area 5. For Thompson, 8 runs on 8 hits. There were 3 errors and 8 runners left on base. For County High, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. We appreciate everyone joining us here this evening on Live Play Sports. I'm Tom Canterbury saying good night from Northport.